Can you hear me now? All right. I don't know what happened. I literally clicked unmute like twice. That's hilarious. You missed my whole opening monologue. You take 2 weeks off from streaming, and what do you get? You get this crap here. Oh my god, I'm not gonna go back and say all that again. Uh yeah, so welcome in guys. Welcome in. It's early. My brain is still not working right. It's only 6:08 here in Houston. It's 7 a.m. New York time, of course, but got up early and my brain has still got cobwebs in it. So there you go. There you go. The 5 minute, I will go back. The 5 minute scalp on EU was a beautiful little setup and trade this morning right into buy side liquidity. I was saying, you didn't hear me say this, but I need to go back and test how to maybe milk some more out of this when it does offer you 1 to 2, 1 to 3 situations with a trailing stop perhaps, or some other structure form or something like that. I don't know, but not a bad play. We're going to look at the 10 minute, see how the 10 minute plays out here in about 30 seconds. It looks like it's setting up to be a little bit of a bullish setup here, but we'll see how it closes on this candle here. Just a little 1 to 1. But man, hope you guys have been well. I guess I was muted from the very beginning, so that's cool. That's what you get here. Nothing but top-notch professional streaming on the Venator channel. I do test it, Cisco. I tested it. I literally, the first thing I do when I come live is I unmute the mic and then I go over and hit the live button. I did test it, man. I guess, fat fingered the mouse and didn't get the right icon selected or something. I don't know. How y'all been? Hope things been going well, man. Hope things are going good for you guys. Yeah, it's been an interesting last few weeks for me. So, on the stream, obviously haven't been streaming much. Just trying to get my head back wrapped around the whole trading stuff and why I started the stream in the first place and what I want to do to continue on and how I want to go about doing that. That mic is the enemy of our enjoyment. it's just my lack of technological prowess that provides all the comedy fodder here. Cisco pulling it out of drawdown a little bit. That's good. For me, I have two futures challenges going, and I have the bespoke challenge going. But I've decided I'm not going to live trade on the stream anymore. That's what I was saying during my monologue that y'all missed. That I'm just going to give you a nutshell of it because I'm not going to go back all into detail. But I'm just going to tape read with you guys. I'm not going to live trade on the stream. I'm not going to tell you what I'm taking or what I'm not taking. Um, when I started the stream in May of last year, my hope was just to help people that were starting with these small 10K accounts realize that you could stack accounts, because that's really how I started. And was going well, and then it just got to a place where I really felt the pressure of the calling trades and helping people and understanding that people were watching. And I don't know, there's just this accountability going on. It's like I have no desire to be important in the overall scheme of the trading world and trading community. I don't really give a crap about that. But I did start feeling that pressure of like, oh my God, well, you're not doing what you said you could do, and you're not showcasing how to do this and all that and whatnot. And so it just plays into the approach, the overall approach. And honestly, just the psychological aspect of trading that really hadn't dealt with in quite a while. I'd kind of gotten over all that. And before I started the stream, and was receiving payouts and had a good amount of assets under management. And so the last January started off incredibly well, and then the last 2.5, 3 weeks have just, I needed to get my head straight, really. And so basically what I've decided to do is I'm not going to stream every day. I don't find that helpful for me. I don't know what the streaming schedule is going to be, but it's not going to be every day. And I'm not going to trade any of my live accounts when I'm on the stream. So I just want to hang out with you guys. We can chat, we can talk, we can tape read, we can look at charts, we can talk strategy, we can talk, comedy, whatever you want to do. I don't care. But I do want to keep hanging with you guys. But I don't want to. If I make this about my trading, I'm not in a place, I don't think, mentally to do that well consistently over time. And you can call that whatever you wanted to call it, weakness, or I don't know. But I'm just calling it honesty. I just don't want to do that anymore. So that really is kind of what this stream is about today, is just chilling and watching price, talking what I see. I'll tell you what I see or what I think, but I'm not going to call trades anymore. We can tape read. We can talk about what price is doing. We can talk about what you're doing. We can talk about what challenges you're facing, what challenges I'm facing. But that is just kind of where I'm at. So we'll still do the giveaways. Bespoke is still the partner, or still the sponsoring partner of the stream. So we're still going to be doing the giveaways. We'll do one here in just a little bit. And hopefully one of you guys will walk away with a nice little 10K account from them. But yeah, I'm just not going to, I need to take the personal pressure off myself to get up every single day and feel like I have to perform at my highest level and best for the stream, and produce some kind of expected result. And I know you don't expect it, but there's an expectation that you build up psychologically in your own head that others expect of you. And that plays into how you view the charts and how you execute your trades. And so I just need to be done with that, quite honestly. So that's kind of the big update from the last couple of weeks. That's kind of where my head's at, and I feel really good about it. I've actually had a really good week of trading so far, and yeah, that's really all that there is to say about that. But hope you guys have been well. How are your challenges going? How are your accounts going? There's been quite a bit of excuse me, quite a bit of turmoil in the funded trading world recently with some of the prop firms and their back end technology providers dumping them. Funded Engineer is going through the ringer right now. They got dumped for evidently accused of running a fraudulent prop firm wherein they were creating fictitious funded accounts and fictitious traders and creating fictitious payouts to induce more people to use them. And so their back-end provider during a regular audit discovered this and called it a complicated and thought out scheme, which is really interesting. And so now, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Of course, Funded Engineer says that it's not true, and they're going to bring their own back-end technology to run and whatever. For me, Bespoke doesn't use that technology provider. They use a different technology provider, but they're all good and go. There's still a lot of good firms out there, guys, but there are definitely others that this industry has no regulation on the Forex side. On the CFD Forex side of things, there is absolutely zero regulation. So it's literally the wild, wild west on what prop firm you're going to be using. It's a complete gamble on do you trust this business person running this website and providing this service for you, because there's no one overseeing them. There's no rule they have to live up to. There's no regulation. There's no one they have to report to. There is absolutely zero requirement to do anything by the rules because there are no rules. And so these companies can literally do whatever they want. And there's no consequences other than if they get caught doing something shady, it just tarnishes their reputation and the community can shut them down. That's really the only recourse is the public, the community, the trading community at large, recognizing fraudulent activity and not participating or giving them money to continue on in their business. That's the only accountability that exists. So that's why one of the reasons why I'm incorporating now the futures challenges into what I'm doing, because of that very thing. Futures regulated. It's a regulated world. Everything is by the book. There are rules you have to follow. There's reporting you have to do. There's you can't manipulate the feeds. You can't manipulate the price. You can't manipulate the charts. You can't manipulate accounts. There is just a whole different world of regulation involved. And for U.S. traders specifically, with all the stuff that went down last year with my Forex funds, FTMO cutting off U.S. traders, there will probably be more firms this year not wanting to draw the ire and the attention of the CFC and these other organizations that are supposed to look out for consumers and traders. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm incorporating the futures is, as an American, I want to be in a position that if the CFDs completely go away and American traders can't be a part of, no firms will work with American traders. And that's a very real possibility. And it could be this year. Don't know. But if that happens, I want to be in a position that I can still trade. And there are really good futures firms out there. Top Step's good. Apex can be good. Apex, you just have to have a totally different approach to Apex than you do to others, just because of their live trailing drawdown in a trade. You have to scalp your way into profits until you get that buffer. You really just have to be a hyper scalper. But there's others. Take Profit Trader, My Funded FX Futures, or My Funded Futures, which is the My Funded FX team created a futures prop firm. So there's other good opportunities out there to continue to trade with all the other crap going on. But man, you got to be careful. You just got to be super careful about what companies you want to work for. So 10-minute scalp, obviously not working out here. Gave up, ran up, and is reversing. Not looking great. EU's just really kind of in a consolidation pattern right now. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, we did take out some sell side liquidity. We took out the last week and last month low here. We tapped into it on the monthly time frame. You can see on EU we've tapped into this fair value gap right there and pulling back up off of it. It may push down lower and fill that fair value gap in as we go through into the end of the month. We may continue to push down here. I don't know what it's going to do. No one really knows what it's going to do until the Fed, the market's really waiting to see, does the Fed cut rates in March? I don't think they do. I think it's probably May before they make a cut. But if the Fed holds strong, I think you could still see some dollar strength through March and April. And then here's my guess. This is just Brad's commentary on what I think is going to happen. Election year. Remember, it's an election year. And so what do the people in power want to do? They want to stay in power. And what do they need to do to stay in power? They need to make everything look as good as possible. Well, how can they do that with the markets? Well, look at the frickin' NAS and ES. All-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. Every day, new all-time high. So what they're telling you is everything's great. The market is great. There's nothing to be worried about. Everything is fine. We've got this all okay. And I can tell you, everything is not okay. This makes no sense. We're record levels of debt. We have to borrow just to make our own basic utility payments, so to speak. We don't have enough money to do that. The dollar is under attack. The inflation is still out of control. You look at the everyday Joe who's living and walking and working, and the things that they have to do just to get by, and the economy's not okay. The economy's not okay. They revise those employment numbers every single time. They revise them and make them they're worse than what they say they were going to be. It's just not in a good place. But here's what they're doing. They're going to prop this market up as best they can, and they can do that through interest rates. And so they're going to cut interest rates. They are going to cut interest rates, and they're going to do it before the election. And they're going to just trash the dollar. The dollar is going to become extremely weak. The market's going to fly, and everyone's going to be like, everything's okay. And this is going to be all a political attempt for the current political party to stay in power. And it doesn't matter which party's in power. They would all do the same damn thing. It's not going to change. Like, this is just the political chip that you play when you're in power. You want, going into November and heading into November, you want everything to be looking absolutely as good as it can. So my take is that there will be multiple cuts to the interest rates. The dollar will weaken extremely. Euro and pound, all the foreigns are going to pump. My guess is let's look at the monthlies here. My guess is you're going to be taking out this high back from, well, for sure December, but I think July of 23 high, last year's high, I think could definitely be in play by the time we get to November. So up here around the 112 to 114 area. That's a long-term perspective. It may come down a little bit more over the next month or two until we see those interest rates get cut. I think that low is in. I think this is going to be a protected low right here from October of last year. I think we might come down a little bit, just kind of in this consolidation, and then it's going to break out. It's going to break out. The dollar is going to get attacked. It's going to weaken. I don't know. Did anybody see or watch the Tucker Carlson interview with Putin yet? I just saw it this morning when I got up. I will watch it today. I've already seen some commentary on it. It's already got like 40 million views. It's insane. Absolutely insane the freedom that that dude has and the amount of people that listen and watch him compared to like all of the other mainstream media people. It's absolutely insane. But good for him for getting the interview. No matter who you are or what you think about Vladimir Putin or what Russia is doing, the fact that you can have a free media and you can be able to talk and listen is really the cornerstone. It's the state controlled media that you have to be afraid of. That's what you don't want. Tucker Carlson is not state controlled media. He played the interview all the way through. Again, I have not seen it. Don't know anything about it, and I'm not here to tell you if Vladimir Putin is right or wrong. But I'm just grateful for the opportunity to watch an interview with someone who has such political influence over what's happening in the world. And to hear, and I don't think there's going to be anything earth shattering in it. Of course, again, I haven't read it, I haven't listened to it or watched it or anything. So a little volume imbalance I'm highlighting right here on euro dollar, just something that has been tapped into. Will be interesting to see how price reacts when it gets to it. Just in a consolidation, we did take out some sell side liquidity here on euro dollar. We have failed to make new highs, just chopping around. The overnight high and low, the London high, London low has taken out the Asian high and low. And so you're in this range here between the London sessions. So yeah, I don't know what I would be looking at. There's nothing interesting in here for me right now as a trader to be like, ooh, I want to get involved in euro dollar. There's no news today, no big news events today. So there's no real fundamental aspect that could introduce volatility, in my opinion, into this. So just chilling. I don't know that I would want to get involved in anything with euro dollar today. Gold, super choppy. I know you guys like to look at gold here, but look at the daily time frame. Look at the daily time frame. Just movement and now no movement. We're just moving sideways. We're still basically inside Monday's range. Wednesday did take out Monday's high, but we're just trading back inside basically Monday's range all week long. There it is. One little choppy Monday's range. Wednesday took out the high, and we immediately broke back down into it. Monday high, Monday low, and we're just chopping. Again, there's nothing interesting in there for me to want to try to get involved in or to try to speculate which direction gold wants to go, right? Like that's what we are. We're speculators. And so we're trying to react to the way price is currently moving so that we can get involved in a position to where price wants to go to next. And a lot of times that can just be a very short-term move, but you use the higher time frames to give you, at least for me, I use the higher time frames to give me a bias. And when there's not a clear bias, there's just nothing to do there. To me, the only places that have the highest, you want to trade with the trend. Well, what's trending? The indices, right? NQ, ES, NAS, US 500. Those are what are trending. So let's try to get involved in something like this. So again, we're making all-time highs. We keep making all-time highs. The trend is up. So you would be looking on lower time frames for the trend to continue. Trying to find short-term plays on lower time frames for the trend to continue. So I'll probably be looking at the indices again today to try to get involved in some positions. But I probably am not going to be trading gold, probably not going to be trading euro dollar. I'll probably just be hanging out with NQ and ES during my trading session. Oh my goodness. All right. I know I haven't been over in the chat for a minute. I'm going to scroll back up here and see what's going on. Mr. Alfie says, way back, to be fair, Brad, I've got the most from your streams around the psychological part of trading. So thanks for that. It's been really helpful. Do what you need to do. We'll still be here. Speaking of, thanks, Mr. Alfie, appreciate that. Speaking of strategy, has anyone heard of the power of two from Evolution Markets? I have not heard of that. But I'm always interested in seeing how people view and understand markets and create strategies around that. So I'll check it out. Cisco says, no worries, Brad. I get it. We can go back to Brad do nothing. That's fine with me. Yep. Cool gamer. Sounds like a good idea if it gets you back to where you were once psychologically. Yes, sir. Personally, I doubt I'd be able to do what you're doing, so I can't expect someone else to either. Power of two. Yeah, I don't know what this power of two is. Zeus says, sir, do you have any advice on how to control your emotion? I mean, for me, quite honestly, I was really good at it, and then I became very poor at it, which is kind of why I took the break for the last couple. So I'm not sure I'm the best person to ask, but there's a commitment to your rules. There's a commitment to yourself. There's discipline all the way through. And I said this a lot when I first started streaming. I was like, you can't let emotions take control of your trading decisions. The little 5-year-old immature child inside of you is always there and ready to pitch a fit. And your pride gets hurt. Your ego gets hurt. And trading is unlike pretty much any other thing that you try to do in life, where that if you just work really hard and you just stick with it, that eventually you're going to get through it. And with trading, it doesn't matter, man. You can work your butt off, and you can. It's just the opposite. Like, it doesn't matter how hard you work in trading. It does not matter at all how hard you work in trading. It means absolutely nothing. Really, it's just about, can you execute a specific strategy regardless of the random outcome that's going to happen from that particular trade? Because these are all completely random outcomes, and we're just trying to find an edge that over the course of time and over the course of hundreds of trades, that this strategy typically produces more winners than losers. And the winners it produces are more than when you win, you're winning more than when you lose. That's the main thing you're trying to do. And so if you can, you just got to commit to following your rules. And if you cannot be disciplined, if you can't do that, crash and burn, baby. So that's, I don't know what kind of advice that is, other than just you gotta grow up, be mature, and commit and do it. Follow the rules. Trying to code up the power of two from the free info they have put out about it. Is it like a better version of Power 3 or totally different one that they have made? I don't know Power 3, so can't say. Basically named Power of 2 because it uses 4-hour time frame to determine directional bias and 15-minute for entries. Who does it? Who does it, Cisco? Like, who put that out? Scott Taylor, FX YouTube channel. Some of his videos showcase some backtest examples. Lee Rodwell, what's up, man? Welcome in. Lee says, it fits my lifestyle. It's so rule-based. It's simple. I just got to sort my mindset out. I only started to use it pretend on $. A thread on Forex Factory of people who used to or still do try using it, but they never had the same backtest results claimed by the makers. Evolution Market. Okay, Evolution Market. I'll have to check it out. Always looking to new backtests and come up with new ideas to approach, especially mechanical ones. I think everybody's always looking for a mechanical approach where you have to just You don't have to really think too much, because I think we overthink things and we second guess ourselves. And that's why the mechanical strategies are so popular. We all want a very specific rule-based system that basically eliminates the trader. We want to have a trading system that we're not involved in because we know we're the weak link. That's really what it comes down to. I don't understand what I'm seeing, or at least I can convince myself of multiple positions or thoughts when I look at the chart, and to know which one you should take or which one you should try to lean into. That's where it all gets jacked up. What is, I don't know that I've ever heard of. Evolution markets. Is it like an educational website? I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't see anything here. Evolution markets, evomarkets.com. This looks like a brokerage. Probably not what you're referring to. Oh, let's see here. The midnight open. New York Open just put in a little bit of a lower wick, and it's just been running hot and fast. London session failed to take out the Asian low. When I'm looking at indices to trade, I'm not going to be looking to take a trade on indices until at least 8:30, but probably after 9:30 open when I'm looking to trade indices. So I do like to mark the midnight open, just to be aware that's the true day open. So when you're thinking power 3, open, low, high, close. So we'll see where it wants to close today, but it's already had a pretty, it's still a smaller candle day here. Let's see. Monday low of the week, just been ripping higher. And today has no bottom wick, I don't think. I mean, it does by 2 ticks. You just can't see it on there. If I zoom in, you can see a teeny tiny little bottom wick there. Yeah, we'll see. I am not, I've only taken, it's Friday, I've only taken 3 trades this week. I've been very, very selective and picky. So how well do I think ICT will do? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting year. We'll see We'll see how he does. I may be mistaken, but I think I've only seen one live trade. His first live trade was a winning trade, and I think he made like 2% on it or something like that. That's the only one I think I've. That's the only thing I think I've seen him post so far. So, and then he said, of course, you know, he was getting off Twitter forever. Remember, he was leaving YouTube and Twitter forever. Well, we've seen how that works. Now he says he's not going to post again until after Easter or Passover or whatever it was. I don't remember what he said. They require payment for access materials and their strategy. They also have plus Discord. That's their website if you're looking for it. Okay, Evo Markets. As Cisco said, Scott Taylor, one of the founders, has a lot of free stuff about it on YouTube. Cool, I'll check it out. Dog water. Evolution Markets FX. This is website. I can't post the link though. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. All right, let's do a giveaway. Where's John? Why is John not in here? All right, guys. Here we go. Just tweeted out this little post here. Heck. If you would go and retweet. Go ahead and retweet that, and that'll get you hooked up for the 10K giveaway. I need to make sure, I guess I should make sure that the Twitter picker is working. I haven't been on in a couple weeks. Twitterpicker.com. Let's see if this is even working. I need to go find a... I need to find a tweet that's got at least 10 reposts. We have to get 10 reposts or it won't work. Let me just make sure that it's working. I'll find just a random tweet here that's got at least 10. Looks like that's working. Let's just continue. Cool. Continue. All right, it looks like it's working, so we're good. Twitter picker will work. So let's get that retweeted at least 10 times. It has to have 10 retweets or it won't work. So I think there's at least, I don't know, 12 people watching, so we should be able to get the 10 retweets. And then you guys have a 1 in 10 chance of winning a 10K account. One of the things that has been helping me is trading with multiple charts open. I will tell you this. One of the things that's been helping me is trading with multiple charts, meaning having my higher time frame chart up on one side, and then I don't know why this isn't loading, but having my lower time frame actual execution chart on the other, so that I'm trading in line with the higher time frame. Switching back and forth is fine. You can do that. But I've just found for me in the last few weeks, adding in the higher time frame chart, either on the same screen or just on a different monitor, knowing where what the higher time, and for me, that's like a 15-minute or 30-minute chart, or even a 1-hour chart over here. Knowing where that's going and what that's doing on the higher time frame helps clear up sometimes what's happening over here on the lower time frame. And I don't know why it's not loading, but it's acting funny. So we'll take that off. But I don't know if you trade like that, or I have not really ever. I've always just switched back and forth between time frames. But for me, it's just kind of helped clear up some of the mess a little bit about my bias, and trying to make sure that I'm executing entries in line with the higher time frame price delivery. Let's see how many. We're up to 8. We need 2 more reposts, or we cannot use Twitter Picker. Can I repost? I can repost. Okay, there's 9. I can repost, but that'll put me in the drawing. So I'll have to remove myself if I win. I need 1 more repost, and I think we're good to go. Still at 9. We need 1 more person to repost. And then we can do the giveaway as soon as we get to 10. How many winners are you doing today, Brad? 10? No, just 1. We will just do our 1. Entering own giveaway. I'm just trying to get it to the amount. So you have a 1 in 8 chance. And if someone else reposts, you have a 1 in 9 chance, because I won't win. I won't award myself the 10K count. Although they've said I could do that. They said I could take all the giveaways for myself and just use them for the live stream. That's how much I love you guys. I don't do that. Bespoke has said, here's the accounts. You can use them. You can take them, trade them your own, or you can just give them away. So I give them away. They have given me the discretion to use them as needed. Hey, there's 10. All right, we're good to go. All right, we're doing the giveaway right now. We're at 10. Let me grab. You have a 1 in 9 chance of winning right now. Good luck to everybody. All right, let me get this up. I'll pull up the Twitter Picker so you can see I'm not cheating in any way, shape, or form. Corey, man, Corey's the OG. I hope Corey wins. Somebody here that, I mean, there's only 9 of you that are gonna actually have a chance. So, great opportunity. There it is. There's the tweet, so you know that it's real. We will click continue, and then we'll see all 9 of you that are entered. Venator Trading does not count. I don't know who that is. Alistair Walker. Alfie. Alistair. What a great name. Not the John, but the other John. There's Corey. Cool Gamer. Mike Pavel, Cisco, and I clicked continue. Go back. Is that everybody? Only 9 entries? It said 10. All right. Where's Corey? Oh, there he is. Corey FX. John freaking Jones. It's about time. All right. Good luck to everybody. We're clicking continue. Who's going to win the 10K account from Bespoke Funding? Here we go. The winner is Cool Flamer. Cool Flamer, man. This is the second time to win. Cool Flamer, I'll give you the choice because you've already won one. Do you want this account or do you want to redraw and give someone else who has not won a 10K account? I will let Cool Flamer make the choice. I'm totally cool if you want it. I will give it to you. Absolutely 100%. But you have won one before. I'm fine with giving it to you again. But I'll let you speak up. Do you want it or do you want me to redraw and give it to someone who hasn't won yet? Your choice. I'll give you about 1 minute to answer in the chat. Has he left? Are they here? He may forfeit anyway. He had a 1 in 9 chance of winning and he leaves the stream. All right, well, I guess he answered with his silence. Let's go back. I'm gonna go back one more time, and I'm gonna do this again. Let's just go back and read. We'll put it back in. We'll go from the beginning. From the beginning. You do not have to have a picture. You don't have to have a description. You don't have to have a banner. You don't have to have anything. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. Oh, now there's a couple more entries. Yashrathi, Omar, BS, Gone, Alistair, Venator, John, Corey, Mike, Pavel, and Cisco. All right. Man. Cool gamer. Sucks for you. All right, here we go. Next drawing. Whoa. Please ensure the set amount of winners is less than the entries in the tweet or lower the restrictions. I don't understand that. One winner. What did I do? What did I do wrong here? One winner. Alfie, let's go. Let's go. I don't think Alfie's won. Alfie, congratulations, my friend. You get the 10K. I'm going to screenshot this. Alfie is OG as well. Shortly after the Corey OG. There's only one real OG. Corey's the OG. But Alistair, Alfie, Cisco, John, you guys were all OGs right after Corey. So it's good to see one of the OGs win it. Yeah, I don't think you've won one. So just shoot me a DM on Twitter, Alfie, and I'll get you sorted with Bespoke so you can get that account set up. So congratulations, my friend. I'm glad you won. That makes me happy. Cool gamer. Sorry, bro. You gone, buddy. You missed it. I don't know what happened to you, but yeah. Your name got drawn, and I was asking you if you would, since you'd already won one, if you would want to bypass your winnings and let someone who hadn't won actually have a chance, and then you didn't respond, and so everybody was like, redraw. So we redrew, and Alfie won. Yeah, just find my profile or find that tweet, click on my profile, and then it'll just say send direct message. There's a way to just send a direct message there. It should be. Can I get a 15-second recap? Brad fumbled the start of the stream and for 5 minutes talked to nobody except himself in this empty room until I figured out my mic was muted. Then got everyone caught up on the new streaming schedule, which still hasn't been set, but it's not going to be every day. And then talked a little bit about psychology, talked a little bit about markets, and then we did the giveaway. 15 seconds. I think that about wraps it up. Yeah, rip, buddy. Sorry, bud. You did already win one, technically. So, because you'd already won one, I mean, it's probably fairest anyway to let someone who hadn't won a chance at the free 10K account. Mr. Alfie, do you have any accounts right now? Any challenges going, or what's going on with your trading? John, what's the new schedule? I don't know, but it's not gonna be every day. Maybe like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and not stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, or maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't know. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday's fine. I don't mind doing it on Fridays. I'm not sure what the other days of the week are going to be yet. Not sure. I'm open to. I could do a poll. We could do a poll. Let's do a poll. Why not? Engage with your audience. Start a poll. What should the new streaming schedule be? Let's see. We'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm only doing 3 days a week. We'll do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or let's just go with those. Those are the ones that I'm thinking. We'll do one of these. Why just 3? Because I can, and I don't want to do more than that. And maybe just 2. Starting to get some displacement down after running this high here into the 8 o'clock hour start. 15's just doing a little retrace down into this order block here. let's see what's happening. Is there a 10-minute? Okay, here we go. Would want to see this 10-minute fair value gap support price up for price to continue higher. You're in line with this order block right here. Right from the wick to the body. If this gets violated, I would look to these lows here. If this is violated, I would look to these lows here as your sell side liquidity. Relative equal lows right here. You can see it tapped right into that order block inside that fair value gap, inside this order block here on the 10-minute time frame. I'm using the 10-minute only because this is the cleanest fair value gap to work with. You have this order block here, and you can see there's a singular fair value gap right here on the 10-minute time frame. If you go down to the 5-minute, there's one here and there's one here. And you can, on the lower time frames, big one on the 3-minute, another one, another small one here, same on the 2-minute. There's multiple fair value gaps. So I like to try to work off the singular fair value gap, the time frame with the singular fair value gap. That's the one I'm trying to work off of when I'm looking for entries or inversion. So if this were to be an inverted fair value gap, if this were to get traded through and violated, you could anticipate that as then coming up and acting as resistance to push price back down to sell side liquidity. But nice little entrance, I mean, right down to the 50% of that fair value gap area. And we'll see how it plays out as this new 8 o'clock hour rolls in. 75% say Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's see here. 8 votes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I will take the poll's thoughts into consideration. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I currently have 2 accounts in series drawdown, so may as well make it a hat trick. Let's do it. Cool Gamer says I have mine in like 2% drawdown. January wasn't kind to me. Me neither. Mr. Alvey, I know it's now just told me that my account has been locked and the message not sent. I have to do a test to unlock my account, but this hasn't worked. All right, so Mr. Alfie, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to make a post on Twitter, on X. I will tag you and I will tag Bespoke Funding, and I will screenshot your name being one, having won. But you need to join their Discord channel if you're not already a member of Bespoke's on their Discord channel. Join Bespoke's Discord channel, and then you will open a support ticket. Let them know that you won the 10K account on Venator's live stream today, and then they will get you sorted from there on how to get your account all set up and verified. So as soon as I'll just go ahead and do that right now. Let me get that up and going. Let me see if you... What is your Twitter handle? What's your Twitter handle? What's up, Dino? Oh, maybe I got it. Let me check my messages. I don't have any messages from you. Oh, wait. One new message. It says one new message. There it is. Alistair Walker. There it is. Accept. Got you. I got you. Congrats to Alfie on winning the 10K Classic Challenge from @Bespoke on today's live stream. Good luck. And then let me post the screenshot here. There it is. All right, my friend. Just go join their Discord. Open a support ticket. And they'll get you all set up. And let me know if you have any issues either on Discord or just shoot me a message on Twitter here. And I'll be happy to jump in and help get that sorted if they give you any problems with that. We'll see how this little 10-minute candle closes out right here. And again, if it can close and violate this fair value gap, then I would look to this sell side liquidity here. There's a smaller fair value gap right down under here as well, but I've been testing inverted fair value gaps quite a lot in my back testing, and they're very powerful. A great way to cut your losses early is if you have if your stop loss is, let's say, at structure high, a swing point high or low. If there's a fair value gap above that gets violated before your stop loss gets hit, cutting it once that fair value gap gets violated, you can cut your losses a lot sooner. And I like having my stop loss above a swing point high, even if there's a fair value gap, because a lot of times like this right here, it could wick down in this last minute. It could just wick down through this fair value gap. And if you have your stop just on the other side, it would take you out, and then it could still respect this fair value gap and close back inside it. So you wait for a body candle close outside of the fair value gap before you would look for any type of entry there. So for me, if this were to close lower, here's what I don't like about this trade is that it's counter trend. We're obviously on the end of season. We're moving in a big uptrend. This would be a short counter trend scalp here, but you could look for, if this does close outside in the next 20 seconds, you could look for something. You could look for something like this. Little 1 to 1.5, just targeting that quick little sell side liquidity area there. So it did violate that pretty aggressively. So what you could do is you could either get in at the market as that candle closed. You could get in right there for basically a 1-to-1, or you could wait for a retest of that fair value gap. I've been back testing both of these, and depending on where the sell side liquidity is, there's liquidity there, and there's liquidity obviously down here. This is the first target. It has to be at least 1-to-1 for me. And that's really close enough. You could have just done a market order right there. And then you have your stop above the fair value gap or above the swing high. But if this fair value gap, the original one, got closed back above, I would close that trade out and I could save half of my risk right there. Sometimes it just pushes all the way through and goes straight up and hits your stop. That's fine. But it does. There are times, a lot of times, where it may just close and push back above, and just close above that. You can go ahead and cut your loss right there and lower your risk altogether. Cisco, the new schedule is not Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. That was just the poll. That was not the law of the land. I don't know what the schedule's going to be yet. I will decide this weekend, and I'll let you know on Discord what the schedule's going to be. Part of me is like, I don't really want to get up Mondays right now and do it. Mondays, I'm just not trading much anyway, so I'm leaning toward Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just doing a 3-day stream, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is kind of what I'm thinking. Dodgy's inverted fair value gap model. I know he trades it on the 1 minute time frame. I think he trades and scalps it on the 1 minute. I had been looking at them before his stuff, but I know he's made it pretty popular on his YouTube channel and brought more attention to it. So it's very similar to what he does. I mean, there's not a lot of magic to it. It's just an inverted fair value gap. When a fair value gap gets violated, it's the same thing with it's the same thing with an order block. When an order block gets violated, it becomes a breaker block. So if this order block right here were to get traded below, you could say, well, that's going to become a breaker, and when it comes back up into it, you sell off of it. So fake news, Cisco. He will decide because, well, he can. That's right. That's exactly right. This is my stream. Oh, don't you forget it. Even though I don't know how to work my microphone. It is the Texas way. Don't you tell me what to do, boy. I'm not asking your opinion, but listen here, fellas. I'm my own boss. The Texas way is 1 star. This is definitely a 1 star stream, no doubt, 100%. This is a 1 star stream. It's kind of good to be back. It was a nice break, a much needed break. So there's your retest of that fair value gap right there. See if it wants to push down from there now. Don't change your screen name, Cisco. It's okay. You gave the best information that you had. Missed you too, John. John, how's the futures trading going? It's okay. I forgive you. Just don't let it happen again. New 15-minute candle. Let's see what's going on here. Just pulling back a little bit into this middle range here. Reach down into this inverted fair value gap right here that has been retested. So you had this fair value gap right here, which should have held price down once it was traded through right here. It's held up and pushed price higher. It's coming back down into this inverted fair value gap right here, which is also in line with that order block. So we'll see how it wants to do. This is the first level of liquidity right here. See if you can get a push down into that. I'm in drawdown, but I think I'm getting better. That's good, man. Consistency is the key, man. Trying to learn from our mistakes That's pretty much all we can do. Try to cut out the same mistakes you keep making. Savin, what pairs would you say are very trendy? Well, the indices are very trendy right now. Uh, all of the yen pairs are pretty trendy when you look at the higher time frames. The yen has been very trendy. So, nice 4 hour trend here on pound yen, euro yen, dollar yen. Um, let's see here. Dollar CAD, not so much. Kind of very choppy. A lot of dollar pairs right now are kind of choppy just because everybody's kind of waiting to see what is going to happen with the interest rates over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So we'll see how that all plays out. But right now you can see the dollar's just kind of chopping, and that means euros chopping, pound dollars chopping. But indices trending well. Oil kind of choppy right now as well. It did break. It looked like it was going to break out, and it dropped right back down into this kind of mess here. So gold not trending at all right now. Gold very choppy. But the indices, man, don't fight them. Trade them. If they're trending, trade them. Bitcoin pushing up hard right now, so trending up. Maybe Bitcoin might be something that you might want to look at getting into. But for me, it's just the indices. It's they're the ones that are moving in a pretty uniform fashion. Buy the dips, and you just make a lot of money every time it drops. Just buy it. Yeah, Cisco's got you right. You scroll down to there's a support section in their Discord, and then you can there's an option to open a ticket in their support channel on their Discord. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Don't get me in trouble, Cisco. Let me see if I can find it for you there, buddy. Yeah, under support, there's a thread called Open Ticket. And you just click Open Ticket. And then it says Create a Ticket. You click Create a Ticket. And you go from there. We'll see if this sell side liquidity wants to get tapped into before we're about to come up on the 8:30 market open. Dean says, John, I've been working hard on journaling and reviewing my model before the session and after. It's been helping me start to take losers better. That's good. That's actually a great idea, Dean. It's just to look at all of your winning trades and remind yourself of what those setups look like and why you took them. And it just makes it a lot easier and a lot more clear to be able to more easily identify and execute and wait. Did I say that right? And wait for your setup to appear. How long are you thinking to keep streaming today? I'll go for 8:30. We'll go here to the bottom of the hour, and then we'll call it a day, Cisco. So another 9 minutes. I can only see suggestions under support. Only just join their Discord, so I need to be verified first. Maybe you have to be verified because this is what I see on their Discord. I'll show you what it looks like. If you go to, this is the Bespoke Funding Discord. This is what I see here, all of these channels. And if you scroll down to support right here and you click open a ticket, this is what you see. And then you just click create a ticket and it's going to create a ticket for you. All right. And then you go to that ticket and you click on that ticket number and you go in and you, within minutes, appreciate your patience. Close. So I don't need that ticket, so I went ahead and closed it. But that's how you do it. So you go to support, open ticket, create a ticket, and then once it creates it, you click the ticket number and then you can go in and start a conversation with the support. And you just say, hey, I won the 10K. Show them the screenshot. I've already tagged them, so they're good to go. That's pretty much all they need, I think. But nine more minutes. 9 more minutes of not working. You got it. Is your chat turned to all? Maybe not on the... Yeah, probably this one isn't. It's been a minute, man. John, oh yeah, I see your message now. There it is. I got it. I got you. Overnight inventory on the ES is long. At open, there could be some long coverings, reversing price, returning to settlement. Yeah, and I see an inverted fair value gap that I got a fair value gap violated, order block violated, and sell side liquidity. So maybe is that settlement? Maybe that's settlement. I love how people all see how the market moves in different ways. I think it's fascinating to me that we can all be seeing price move all at the same time and just have different ways to interpret why it's doing what it's doing. It's fascinating. It's fantastic. Oh. All I see is blue and red bars. I see pink, blue and pink. Masculine energy and feminine energy. Men are the stronger species, so they should go up. Women are the weaker species, so they should be going down. Heyo. You should have settlement marked on your chart. There's an option under settings. Settlement. Never heard of such a thing. Settings. Didn't ask high and low. I don't see where is it at, John? I don't see it. Previous day close. Is that it? Is that settlement? The previous day close price? I guess that's what you mean by settlement. I'm not 100% sure. Yes. Okay. Got you. So it's way down here. Previous day close is down there, which is also right around the midnight open, ironically. True day open. It affects the daily chart more, doesn't it? I don't know. I've never operated in the futures world of the auction mindset that Top Step TV talks about all the time. So I've never looked at price from the auction uh, frame of mind. I look at it more of liquidity. Price moves from liquidity to liquidity. That's kind of the main frame of which my brain works when I'm viewing the market. Oh, I know they have absolutely 100% auction theory. I totally agree with you. I know that they didn't invent it. I just know that that's the main strategy within their main guys operate. Now I know that other people they have other traders that come in that do, like Cami. They have Cami Capital on there. He doesn't trade with auction theory. He trades ICT. Um, there's others on there that I've heard. I don't watch them that much, but when I have watched other people, but their main guys kind of all lean into and embrace the auction theory trading concepts, which is cool. I'm down with that. If that's what works for them and they're profitable and they understand it, cool. The way of the pit trader, yeah, that makes sense. All right, guys, just a couple more minutes here, and then we're gonna call it a day. Mr. Alfie, I'll get you sorted on that giveaway. If you have any problems or you still have problems with their support, just let me know. I can reach out to the back end and see if I can help you. I wonder if you see all the other channels that were on there that I had. I'm wondering if you do have to like be verified on there. Um, Wonder if you have to like go through some kind of verification process to be able to see all the channels. I'm guessing that's probably what you need to do, but I don't know for sure. You accepting the terms and conditions? Maybe it is. I don't know. All right, there we are into the top of the hour, at the bottom of the hour. There we are. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming back in, guys. Nice to be with you all again, and we will be back. I will let you know on Discord what's going to happen for next week. Um, it won't be Monday or Tuesday. I can promise you that. Earliest it'll be next week is Wednesday. Probably do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe. I'm leaning towards Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I'll let you know. So, y'all have a great day. Stay safe. Happy hunting. And we will catch y'all on the flip side. Adios, y'all.